Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the Walking Dead. Today, we're talking about something super exciting. The top 10 most iconic weapons from The Walking Dead. These aren't just tools for fighting walkers, they're part of the characters, showing us who they are and how they've survived in this crazy walker-filled world. These weapons tell stories of survival, leadership, and even redemption. So, let's jump in and take a closer look at the 10 most unforgettable weapons in The Walking Dead. Number 1. Daryl Dixon's crossbow. Let's start with Daryl's crossbow. It's quiet, deadly, and fits Daryl perfectly. This isn't just any weapon, it's a symbol of who he is. The crossbow helps Daryl hunt and fight without making noise, which is super important. In a world where loud sounds attract walkers, from Season 1 it's clear that this weapon makes Daryl different from everyone else. One moment fans will never forget is in Season 2, when Daryl is out looking for Sophia. Even though he's hurt and alone, he uses his crossbow to take down walkers. It shows just how tough and determined he is. Over time, Daryl upgrades his crossbow, but it always feels like a part of him. When you think of Daryl, you think of his crossbow. It's his signature, and it's a huge part of why fans love him. Number 2. Rick Grimes's revolver. Next up is Rick's Colt Python revolver. This gun is more than just a weapon. It's a symbol of leadership. When we first meet Rick, he's a sheriff, so the revolver represents his role as someone who protects and leads. But as the world changes, the revolver becomes a reminder of the hard decisions he has to make. One unforgettable moment with the revolver is in Season 2, when Rick has to shoot Sophia after she turns. It's heartbreaking, but it shows the burden Rick carries as a leader. Even after Rick leaves the show, his revolver lives on. Judith, his daughter, ends up with it, and it becomes a connection between her and her dad. This weapon isn't just a gun, it's a legacy. Number 3. Negan's Lucille. Lucille, Negan's bat wrapped in barbed wire, is one of the scariest weapons in the show. It's named after Negan's late wife, which makes it personal for him. Lucille is more than just a weapon. It's a way for Negan to show power and control. The most shocking moment with Lucille is in Season 7, when Negan uses it to kill Abraham and Glenn. That scene shocked everyone and showed just how dangerous Negan is. But there's more to Lucille than just violence. In Season 10, we learn about Negan's past and why he named the bat after his wife. It gives us a deeper understanding of his character and his pain. Number 4. Michonne's katana. Michonne's katana is as cool as it gets. It's sleek, silent, and deadly, just like her. When Michonne first appears, she's carrying this blade and walking with 2 chained walkers. Right away, you know she's a survivor who knows how to handle herself. One of the most amazing moments with the katana is in Season 4, when Michonne wipes out a group of walkers all by herself. It's not just about the weapon, it's about how strong and skilled she is. For Michonne, the katana isn't just a weapon. It's part of who she is, and it shows her strength and determination. Number 5. Merle's bayonet hand. Merle Dixon's weapon is one of the most creative in the series. After losing his hand, Merle attaches a blade to his prosthetic arm. This weapon is rough, just like Merle. It's not fancy, but it works. Merle uses it to fight walkers and even other people when he needs to. Even though Merle isn't in the series for long, his bayonet hand is unforgettable. It's a perfect example of how people in this world find ways to survive, no matter what. Number 6. Hershel's shotgun. Hershel. Green's shotgun is simple but powerful. It's not just a weapon. It's a symbol of his role as the protector of his family. In Season 2, Hershel uses his shotgun to defend his farm and the people he loves. At first he believes walkers can be cured, but he eventually realizes the truth and uses the shotgun to fight back. Hershel's shotgun represents his journey from a man of peace to someone who understands what it takes to survive in this harsh world. Number 7. Governor's fish tank room. Okay, this one's a little different. The governor's fish tank room isn't a weapon you can carry, but it's still terrifying. The tanks are filled with walker heads, and they show just how messed up the governor is. He uses the room to remind himself of the world's brutality, and maybe even to scare others. This creepy room is one of the reasons the governor is one of the most memorable villains in The Walking Dead. It shows that weapons aren't just physical, they can be psychological too. Number 8. Aaron's mace arm. When Aaron loses his arm in Season 9, he doesn't let it slow him down. Instead, he turns it into a weapon by attaching a spiked mace. This weapon is all about strength and adaptability. Aaron uses it in battles, proving that even in the face of loss, you can find new ways to fight and survive. The mace arm is a symbol of Aaron's determination and his ability to turn a weakness into a strength. Number 9. Morgan's bow staff is a unique weapon that tells us a lot about him. It's a long stick, but it's not just for fighting. It's for controlling the fight without hurting anyone unless absolutely necessary. Morgan goes through a lot of personal growth. He starts off angry and lost, but the bow staff represents his journey to find peace. He uses it to protect, not to kill. One cool moment is when Morgan takes on a group of attackers with his bow staff, but he doesn't kill any of them. He uses his moves to disarm them, showing that sometimes the best way to survive isn't by killing. It's by using your mind and staying calm. Number 10. Tyrese's hammer. Tyrese wasn't the kind of guy to carry big weapons, but his hammer was perfect for him. It's simple, strong, and gets the job done. Tyrese had a lot of internal struggles. He didn't want to hurt people, but he knew that sometimes survival meant doing things you didn't like. His hammer was a reflection of that struggle. One scene that really stands out is when Tyrese uses his hammer to fight off a group of walkers after the governor's attack. He's exhausted and hurt, but he fights through it. The hammer shows that even though Tyrese didn't want violence, he was willing to do whatever it took to protect his loved ones. Oh, well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed hearing about these iconic weapons from The Walking Dead and the stories behind them. Each weapon has its own unique story of survival, power, and the incredible characters who wield them. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.